Hi everyone and welcome back to Splash Page. I'm Sean, and as always I'm joined by Andrew, and today we're going to be discussing Season 2, Episode 5 of The Boys in an effort to catch you up on everything in this show before Season 3 starts in a few weeks. So, with that said, let's jump right in.
The episode starts with us seeing a production of the film Dawn of the Seven. It appears to be the Seven movie, think Avengers, and it has all the members of the Seven in it. It also features Maeve and her lesbian relationship. They have a new catchphrase, which is, "Girls get it done." During shooting, Ashley, a Vought member that took over for Madeline, shows Homelander a video of him that was online for only 17 minutes, but has since gone viral, of him killing people in the Middle East. He's now testing terribly, and there are actually people outside of Vought Tower protesting against him. Stormfront offers help again, and again Homelander ignores her.
Billy Butcher, for no reason other than wanting to be an asshole, goes to a punk show and starts fight with people rather than moshing. He ends up getting the crap beat out of him, but kind of rightfully so. After that, Hughie calls Butcher and lets him know what they found out while tracking down Liberty. That Stormfront was Liberty, and it has been moved around by Vought several times, but Butcher lies and says he's leaving with Becca. However, Hughie doesn't buy it.
Butcher goes to his aunt's house uninvited, but refuses to call his mother. And then we see who we've all been waiting for, Butcher's white bulldog. A few hours later, Hughie and Mother's Milk show up, and Butcher's aunt calls Hughie a spitting image of Lenny. Butcher is upset by the fact that Hughie and Mother's Milk are there, but while he tries to leave, he sees that Black Noir has actually tracked him down. Butcher comes clean about Becca, but more important things are now ahead of them. How do they escape from Black Noir?
Mother's Milk reports a gas leak in the neighborhood, causing fire trucks and police to come. This way, if Black Noir tries to kill them, he has to do it in front of an audience.
A-Train is unhappy with the way his character is written in the movie, and even more unhappy with his last lines in the movie, which are about him leaving the Seven. He has no interest in leaving the Seven, and tries to change the script, but he's told no. He threatens to not say the lines and is told that if he doesn't, he will be fired, and because he was known to shoot up Compound V, he would lose out on all of his severance. We also see that the Deep is now married to one of the women that were interviewed in the last episode.
Kimiko then attacks Russian gangsters and does so in one of the most brutal fight scenes you'll ever see. I highly recommend you watch it on your own time because we are certainly not allowed to show it on YouTube. Frenchie follows her and witnesses the carnage she left behind. He's very concerned for her, so he does what any overbearing male would do in this situation and continues to follow her. He finds Kimiko is working with his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend is setting up hits and Kimiko is killing the targets. Frenchie tries to get through to Kimiko but ends up storming off.
Starlight's mother comes to the set and attempts to apologize and say she misses her. Stormfront also talks to Starlight's mother. They talk openly about Compound V, but Starlight is very stern about the fact that this is not the right time to be talking about this or going through some kind of an apology.
Queen Maeve's relationship with Elena, now being public, has become part of Vaught's plan to further their diversity effort. However, they don't want to represent Maeve and Elena as they are. They want to make them a token lesbian couple. Maeve to be a flag-waving feminine Amazon warrior, and Elena to represent the more masculine side of the couple. They say that two feminine lesbians does not play well with the public. Elena is rightfully pissed, and Queen Maeve tells her it's not for Vought, it's for Homelander.
Congressman Newman is holding a rally outside of Vought headquarters and says that they will be holding trials against Vought for Compound V, and she's very against Soups, only to be interrupted when Homelander flies down and takes the stage. Everyone is frightened. Homelander takes the mic and tries to give a speech about how people are going to get hurt as long as terrorists are around. But the speech goes poorly, and he agitates the crowd. The show then does the cheapest thing you could do in television, and you get a glimpse of something the character really wants to do in this moment, and we see Homelander use his heat vision to annihilate the crowd, and as a viewer, you're really scared, but really, he just sits there angry.
We see Stormfront on a phone call with an unnamed nurse talking about how the kid is a hero. But before we get the explanation on what's happened, Homelander goes and visits Stormfront. It's clear that Homelander needs Stormfront's help.
Now back to Black Noir stalking the boys. Turns out that Butcher's aunt has a safe room and she's a drug dealer, so they hide in there as they wait for Black Noir to make his move. Hughie asks Butcher's aunt who Lenny is, We find out that Lenny is Butcher's younger brother, but before we find out too much more about Lenny, Black Noir sets off one of the booby traps. As the team runs away, Butcher stays back and locks the rest of the boys out. He plans on taking Black Noir on by himself, but Mother's Milk breaks down the door and Hughie and Mother's Milk fire guns at Black Noir. They're pretty ineffective, and after a quick skirmish, Butcher still gets knocked out.
Butcher at this point attempts to blackmail Black Noir and the Seven by releasing pictures he says he has of Homelander's son. We know that the Seven have been trying to keep it quiet that Homelander has a kid. Instantly, he gets a call on his cell phone from Stan Edgar, who has been watching this battle with Black Noir and the boys. An agreement is made that as long as the photos don't come out, he will call off Black Noir. Butcher agrees and Black Noir leaves.
Starlight breaks into Stormfront's trailer and attempts to find evidence on her that she used to be Liberty. She gets caught and turns it into an argument between her and Stormfront about Stormfront talking to Starlight's mother. She actually does a pretty good job, but Stormfront doesn't buy it. Stormfront knows that Starlight is the cause of the leak of Compound V, and Starlight reveals that she knows that Stormfront used to be Liberty. And Starlight calls out Stormfront for being a racist, which we all know she very much is.
The episode ends with Butcher leaving his aunt and Terror one more time, and the boys are back together. Just kidding. There's a crazy, violent sex scene between Stormfront and Homelander. It's way over the top and absolutely ridiculous. And again, YouTube probably doesn't want us to show it to you.
That was episode... What episode was that? Fuck. That was Season 2, Episode 5. For Episode 6, you know it. Click over here.
We are giving away 2 toys. The first is a Vax toy, and the second is a Percy toy. And we will be giving them away once we hit 2,500 subscribers. Just make sure you subscribe to our channel and leave a comment on this or any of our videos, and you'll be entered to win for free.
Good luck to you all.